Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm sharing one of my practice sessions of the Hornpipe, the Soldier's Joy, that I recently introduced. I'll stick a link here at the top, a little card there, and I'll also put a link at the end of this video so that you could access that one if you've not seen it yet, not walked through it, learning the tune with me. I'll also place a link at the top of the notes to this video to the page on my website from which you could download the music and tabs if you haven't done that yet, and if you use those. So I said I'm sharing one of my practice sessions. You see, when I think through learning a tune, I talk about learning the core of the tune. That is an unornamented version of the tune. And we want to learn the core of the tune fairly well because you're like layering things together. You're not just saying, oh, I'm going to learn the tune and ornamentation and speed all at once. That is not going to happen, friends. You're going to have to layer it together. Core of the tune, some ornamentation. Pick up the pace, core of the tune, ornamentation. And you see you're doing that. It's a wash, rinse, repeat, faster and faster until you get to a speed, a pace, a tone quality, and an ornamentation that you like, but you're going to have to build on that. So I'm at the point where I've learned the core of the tune. And I've listened to a bunch of people playing it, and it's quite fascinating because the Soldier's Joy, like I said, when I introduced the tune, is popular kind of all over the world. And when I look it up, maybe it's because of my location. When I go to YouTube and I pull up the Soldier's Joy, I don't try and limit it first to whistles. I go and just listen to tons of people playing it. And most of what came up was bluegrass groups playing the Soldier's Joy. And it's like Appalachian so-and-so playing the Soldier's Joy. Well, I live in Appalachia, up here in upper northeast Tennessee, but I was hoping that somebody playing the whistle would come up. So I narrowed my search to the Soldier's Joy whistle. And I didn't get much. And what I got was a lot of people, I did get some, but a lot of people are playing it through without much ornamentation at all. Or a lot of people are just punching it, being very punchy and dancey and no ornamentation. That was interesting. So I decided to go to the Soldier's Joy flute, and I found some fun renditions of people playing the Soldier's Joy. Interestingly, even then, they weren't using a lot of ornamentation. The flow of the tune itself, with being a little punchy through some of those bouncing of the notes, seemed to be the ornamentation and expression they were using, and then they'd ornament some of the transition points. I found that quite interesting, and that was kind of fun. And that's sort of what I'm thinking I'm going to want to replicate. But I have not really, I've tried it a couple of times, very slowly, so I've not really dove head first into this. And that's what I'm doing together today. That's why I say one of my practice sessions. So this is the practice session where, yep, I'm very familiar with the core of the tune. I'm familiar with how I think I want to ornament it, but it's time to try and put that into practice. So that's what I'm doing today. And I'm using my Howard Low D, my very first Low D, and I'm so happy with this purchase. I still love my Howard. If you've been with me any length of time, you know that. And I'm playing it on my Wild Irish High D. Since I was using my first Low D, I might as well use my first High D. And I also still really enjoy playing the Wild Irish High D. It's a great little whistle. I'll put links to where you can get those in the notes to the video. So anyway, let me dive in. I'm going to stand, not that seeing my fingers is going to matter much. You could watch me stumble. So I'm not going to do it too fast at first. I might try that faster later, but see, with ornamentation, I want to be able to be successful with it some. So what I want to do is is back my pace down. I could play it a lot faster without ornamentation, but that's not the purpose of my practice here, is to blend ornamentation in. And so I've got to dial my pace back. So anyway, see how we do. I'll talk it through as I go. Well, when I need to stop. All right, so I guess pretty straightforward there. So I'm wanting to do, don't want to keep that bouncy flow, and I don't want to interrupt it too much. I think so. I'm feeling lead-ins and transitions. So yeah, I'm going to experiment with that for a while, and I'm feeling okay about that. I'm actually going to transition to see how that style feels on the Wild Irish. No, it's interesting, and I'll say this sometimes, that a high D can feel a little different than a low D, not just because of the octave. You know, the tone quality is different, and it sometimes makes you want to do something different. So it'll be interesting if I'm feeling like doing the same thing, but since it's a hornpipe, I might, my fingers might be wanting to do the same. Let's find out. Let me go back to the B part. I kind of got lost in it. I was thinking more about ornaments than the tune. I'm feeling okay about that, but I kind of now feel like I might want to, I need to do something a little different. Let's think one more time through this. Yeah, I do want to keep the punchiness there, maybe. And so probably a little bit of tonguing in that. Not always, but accentuate some. Maybe a cut there. Crane off the D. And not doing the exact same thing. Rather than cut on that A, I did a tongue there, harder tongue. Little roll off of the E. Yeah, let that bouncy section feed itself. Getting too fast for myself. Right now, yeah, so what I'll do is I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna practice that version of ornamentation on the A part until I'm really comfortable with it. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do it on the Howard again. How am I feeling about that? Do I like it? And I might need to tweak it some. Now, on the B part, okay, I was thinking I might ornament that A, but I kind of almost like ornament coming out of that. Okay, I feel like I've got a handle on where I might go with this tune. This is not intended at all to be a performance of what I could do, because what value is that to the rest of us, right? This is me going, hey, I'm thinking about this. And so now, like I said, and I'm not going to do this with us together in the interest of time, I'm going to grab the Howard, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to try and play the whole thing thinking about some of the ornamentation I added in some of the thoughts I had on the Wild Irish, and I'm going to go through both of them and see how that's working. So remember, when you're practicing a tune, get the core, then with ornamentation, experiment. I'm thinking this is a bouncy tune. Accentuate the bounciness. Don't get repetitive on doing the exact same thing. Change it up. Change it like from one phrase to the next, or do it one way on the first repeat and another way on the second. Experiment, mess around, see what's working. So long as your ornamentation and your playing and expression accentuate the dance feel, the bounciness of the tune. And I think that's why so many people that I listen to simply just play it with a hard bouncy style, because it kind of works. But I wanted more ornamentation in, because I think it accentuates the transitions and some of the feel and flow of the tune. I hope that helps. Again, if you've not been through the video where I introduced the tune, I'll put a link in a moment, and please check it out. I hope this helps. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it. That helps YouTube say, hey, pay attention to these people, because we got a good community going here. And if you have other ways that you've played this, or if you have a favorite version that you enjoy, please stick a comment. And if you're brand new, I'd love for you to subscribe and join our great community of folks learning to play the whistle together. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.